Hi every. Have you ever found yourself sitting on the edge of the bed in the morning, rubbing your knees, taking a deep breath and thinking, why do I feel so stiff today? Maybe the energy you once had for gardening, playing with the grandkids, or even just walking around the market seems to fade quicker than it used to. You're not alone. Aging brings changes, that's true. But what if I told you there's a way to keep that spring in your step, even well past your 60th birthday? You see, growing older doesn't mean giving up on feeling good. It doesn't mean accepting fatigue, weakness, or soreness as your new normal. In fact, the secret to staying youthful, vibrant, and full of life often lies in something simple: exercise. And no, I don't mean joining a boot camp or running marathons. I'm talking about gentle, intentional movements that are kind to your joints, energize your body, and lift your spirit. In today's video, we're going to talk heart to heart about how you can boost your energy, keep your body strong, and feel younger, not through pills or fancy equipment, but through simple, consistent exercise habits. We'll explore a few key ideas you can start using right away, no matter your current level of fitness. So, if you're ready to feel more alive, more confident, and maybe even a little more playful, let's dive in. Let's start with the first habit, and perhaps the most underestimated of all: morning stretches. Now, you might be thinking, stretching? Really? That's it. But let me ask you this: when was the last time you gave your body a proper, gentle stretch before starting your day? Think of your body like a car that's been parked overnight in the cold. If you try to drive it fast right away, it'll struggle. But if you warm it up slowly, give the engine time to adjust, it runs smoother. Your muscles and joints are the same. After a long night of sleep, everything's a little tighter, a little slower to respond. A few minutes of stretching in the morning, nothing complicated, can make a huge difference in how you move and feel the rest of the day. You could start by simply sitting on the edge of the bed, lifting your arms gently above your head, reaching toward the ceiling, then slowly lowering them. Roll your shoulders back a few times, tilt your head side to side, and maybe do a few ankle rolls. These small movements help loosen up your spine, improve circulation, and wake up your body without overdoing it. And perhaps even more importantly, they set a tone. They send a signal that today you are choosing to care for your body. That mindset alone can make you feel younger. Now, once you've begun your day with a bit of stretching, it's time to think about habit number 2, walking with purpose. Yes, walking. Something so simple yet so powerful. Not just wandering around the house or shuffling from room to room, but putting on a comfortable pair of shoes and stepping outside, or even walking inside if the weather's not ideal, and moving with intention. Walking is one of the best forms of exercise for older adults. It's gentle on the joints, helps maintain a healthy heart, supports weight management, and boosts mood. The key is to do it regularly and with awareness. Even 15 to 20 minutes a day can have a tremendous impact on your energy levels. And here's a little secret that makes walking even more effective: add a bit of variety. Change your route once in a while. Walk to the park one day, around your block the next. Bring a friend, or if you enjoy quiet time, pop in some headphones and listen to soft music or a calming podcast. When walking becomes a part of your routine, your body starts to crave it, and you'll notice the difference. You might feel less stiff. Your balance improves. Your sleep gets deeper. And before you know it, you'll find yourself saying, I feel better than I have in years. Now, some people worry that walking isn't enough. They think it's too easy. But that's the beauty of it. It's easy to start, easy to stick with, and surprisingly effective. Remember, the goal here isn't to impress anyone. It's to give your body what it needs to stay youthful, vibrant, and strong. As we're talking about movement, it's also worth mentioning how these habits affect your emotional well-being. Stretching in the morning and walking with purpose aren't just physical. They help clear your mind, reduce feelings of anxiety, and invite a sense of calm. There's a special kind of joy that comes from knowing you're taking charge of your health, one gentle step at a time. And here's something else to consider: when your body feels better, you do more. You laugh more. You get out more. You connect with others. That's the real power behind these simple habits. They don't just improve your health, they open doors to a more fulfilling life. So, whether you're someone who's always been active or someone who's just starting now, remember this: it's never too late to take that first small step. Age doesn't define your ability to feel good. Your choices do. And choosing to move, stretch, and walk is a powerful way to show yourself, and the world, that your best years still have a lot of life in them. Now that we've talked about starting your day right and keeping your body moving with purpose, let's keep going and explore another gentle but powerful habit. Another gentle but powerful habit that often gets overlooked is balance training. Now, I know what you might be thinking: balance? I'm not walking on a tightrope. But here's the thing: good balance isn't just for athletes or acrobats. It's essential for everyday life. Every time you stand from a chair, step into the bathtub, or walk across a room with a rug, your body relies on balance to keep you steady and safe. And here's the truth. After the age of 60, balance naturally begins to decline. Muscles weaken, reflexes slow, and our sense of spatial awareness isn't as sharp. But the good news? You can absolutely train your balance and improve it at any age. Just like building strength or stretching your muscles, balance can be practiced, and the benefits are huge. You don't need fancy equipment. Start small. Try standing near a counter or sturdy chair and lift one foot just a little off the ground. Hold for a few seconds, then switch. Do this a couple of times each day. As you get more confident, you can try it while brushing your teeth or waiting for the kettle to boil. Little moments, big impact. These small exercises train the muscles in your legs and core, the very ones that help keep you upright and stable. And here's something else you might enjoy. Tai Chi. It's a slow, flowing form of movement, almost like a dance. But don't let its grace fool you. Tai Chi is incredible for improving balance, coordination, and even mental focus. Many community centers or senior groups offer beginner classes, and there are videos online you can follow at home. It's peaceful, meditative, and yet deeply effective. People often say they feel calmer, more grounded, even after just a few sessions. When your balance improves, everything else feels easier. You move with more confidence, you're less afraid of falling, and that fear? That quiet worry that can hold you back from doing what you love. It starts to melt away. That's freedom. And that's what we're after here, not just exercise but freedom of movement, freedom of choice, freedom to live on your own terms. Speaking of movement, that brings us to another important habit, building strength. Now don't worry. I'm not suggesting you start lifting heavy weights or spending hours in a gym. Building strength can be simple, gentle, and even fun. And it's absolutely vital. You see, after 60 we naturally lose muscle mass every year. It's just biology. But the more muscle we lose, the harder everyday tasks become. Getting up from a chair, carrying groceries, opening a jar, they all start to feel a bit heavier. But when you gently train your muscles even just a little, you not only keep your independence, you boost your energy, improve your posture, and protect your bones. So how do you do it? Again, keep it simple. You can start with light resistance, cans of soup, water bottles, or stretchy bands. Try sitting in a chair and slowly standing up, then sitting back down without using your hands. Do that a few times and you've already begun a strength workout. Or press your hands together in front of your chest and push gently. This engages your arms and shoulders. Even squeezing a ball or towel can help maintain grip strength, which is so important for daily living. Strength training just 2 or 3 times a week is enough to see results. And you don't have to do it all at once. Spread it out. A few minutes in the morning, a few more after lunch. Think of it like adding seasoning to your day, just enough to bring out the best in everything. One of the most beautiful things about building strength is how it changes how you see yourself. You begin to trust your body again. You start to notice you can carry your groceries a little easier, stand a little taller, walk a little farther. That kind of change doesn't just stay in your body, it lifts your spirit too. And if you're ever feeling unsure about where to begin, or worried about doing too much, don't hesitate to ask your doctor or a local physiotherapist for advice. They can guide you toward movements that are safe and right for your body. Remember, this isn't about pushing yourself until you ache. It's about moving with care, with love, with the understanding that every little bit helps. So now we've stretched to wake up our bodies, walked to keep ourselves moving, practiced balance for safety and stability, and begun to build strength to support our independence. Each of these habits is like a stepping stone, helping you move toward a more energetic, more vibrant version of yourself. What's important to remember is that there's no rush, no race, no pressure to do everything perfectly. This is about progress, not perfection. And every time you choose to move, even just a little, you're making an investment, not just in your body but in your life. Let's keep that momentum going and continue to explore how we can bring even more vitality and joy into our daily routines. Because vitality isn't just about staying active, it's also about finding joy in the movement. That's why the next habit I want to share with you is one that often gets overlooked, yet it plays a huge role in how young we feel: moving with purpose. You see, it's easy to think of exercise as a chore, something we have to do. But what if, instead, we treated it as something we get to do? What if movement became something that brings us pleasure, not just because it's good for our bodies but because it connects us to the things and people we love? Think about the activities that bring a smile to your face. Maybe it's dancing around the living room to your favorite old song. Maybe it's gardening, digging your hands into the earth, feeling the sun on your back, tending to something that grows. Or maybe it's playing with the grandkids, bending, lifting, running after their laughter. These moments are movement too. And they matter just as much as any walk or stretch. When we move in ways that bring us joy, our hearts open up. We feel lighter, younger, not just in our bodies but in our spirit. And let's be honest, staying consistent with exercise is hard if it feels like a punishment. But when it's tied to something meaningful, you look forward to it. You crave it. You don't have to force yourself because you're pulled toward it naturally. So take a moment to think, what kind of movement makes you feel alive? Is it walking through nature? Practicing a gentle yoga routine with calming music? Helping out in your community garden? Whatever it is, lean into it. Let it be your version of exercise. Let it be enough. Now, while we're talking about purpose and joy, I want to touch on one more powerful habit: breathing with intention. Yes, breathing. Something we do all the time without thinking. But when we slow down and really breathe, something amazing happens. Deep breathing sends a signal to your nervous system that says, it's okay. You're safe. You can relax. And when your body relaxes, your muscles release tension, your heart rate steadies, your thoughts calm down. This alone can make you feel 10 years younger. Try this right now. Gently close your eyes, sit comfortably, and take a deep breath in through your nose, nice and slow. Hold it for a moment. Then exhale slowly through your mouth. Do that 2 or 3 times. Notice how your shoulders drop, how your face softens. That's the power of breath. And when you pair deep breathing with gentle movement, like during stretching, walking, or balance exercises, it becomes even more powerful. It turns a simple routine into a moment of peace, into something that nourishes not just your body, but your entire being. The truth is, youthful vitality doesn't come from trying to act like you're 30 again. It comes from listening to your body, honoring what it needs, and moving with kindness, curiosity, and care. It's not about how far you can run, but how fully you can live. Maybe you're starting small, and that's perfectly fine. Even a 10-minute walk, a few stretches in your chair, or standing on one foot while brushing your teeth, that's all movement. That's all progress. The key is doing it often, doing it with love, and doing it for you. And don't forget, you're not alone on this journey. There are millions of others just like you, choosing each day to take care of themselves, to keep moving, to stay vibrant. You are part of a quiet but powerful community of people saying, I still have more life to live. And I'm going to enjoy every moment of it. So, as we wrap up, I want you to take this to heart. Small changes can make a big difference. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Just take that first step, literally and figuratively. One foot in front of the other. One deep breath at a time. And if something in today's video spoke to you, if it made you smile or gave you an idea to try, share it in the comments. I'd love to hear what movement looks like in your life. And if you know someone who could use a little encouragement, send this their way. We all need a little nudge now and then. Don't forget to like the video if you found it helpful, and subscribe to the channel for more tips, more motivation, and more ways to keep living your best life. Because yes, that's still possible at any age. Here's to your health, your happiness, and the vibrant, active days ahead. You've got this. And remember, the best time to start moving was yesterday. The second best time is right now.